What up? This is Rap Hits, and so here's the real reason why Nicki Minaj's husband Kenneth Petty wants smoke with Offset. And so when Offset was at the VMA Awards, well, basically Kenneth Petty was there too because Nicki Minaj was she was hosting the show, and he's married to Nicki Minaj. So when Kenneth Petty showed up to the awards show, he came there with his goons, and his goons was talking slick about Cardi B while they were at the show. And I guess he was tweeting out some stuff talking about, like, that Cardi B mad or something because the real queen's in the building, stuff like that, basically. And Offset caught those Twitter tweets and stuff. So Offset was DMing them and talking about he wants smoke, basically. And it sounds like that's what, Offset was pretty much responding to the slick remarks by Kenneth Petty's people. And, he's basically saying, he wasn't feeling what they were saying. They acted like, Nicki is, on top, and Cardi B's mad because Nicki's hosting the show and stuff. And Cardi B was there too at the event. So, yeah, Offset wasn't going, and he responded with some aggressive remarks back, and that's where it all started. So now, after the show, they was waiting for Offset. They was lurking in the street, looking for him. They was trying to pull up on Offset. Offset had dipped out, though. He was on a private jet, headed somewhere. He got off the private jet talking about he's flying planes, and y'all ain't got no money for, smoke with me. And so Kenneth Petty and his goons was in New York still. They was posted on the block talking about what up with you, where you at, drop the location. Matter of fact, they issued some very severe threats, actually. And I believe Kenneth Petty still on probation. So this is crazy because Kenneth Petty and them and their crew was talking about Offset better plan his funeral instead of a vacation. And that Offset don't know who he playing with. So Offset is not good in New York, it looks like. And that's a problem because Cardi B's from New York. But Cardi B's affiliated with the Bloods in New York. I don't know who Nicki's really affiliated. Well, I don't know who Kenneth Petty's really affiliated with. It might be the same set, possibly. But, Cardi B, she has connections in the streets, and Offset has connection with the GDs, but that's more in ATL. So when Offset is in New York, that could be a problem. And we don't need to see another Migo go because Offset is the best Migo left. Quavo is kind of mid, if you ask me. Quavo really needs to join up with Offset and squash their differences. Perhaps they should probably squash that and get back to work. Cause to be honest with you, I believe that Quavo is mid. I don't know if he can hold down his own career as a solo artist on his own. Offset, on the other hand, he has potential to hold his own as a solo artist. So he don't really need Quavo, to be honest. So it's more Offset needs, it's more Quavo needs Offset than Offset needs Quavo. I believe Offset will probably be just fine as a solo artist. He could probably do his own thing without any help from Quavo at all. So, but anyways, the beef with Nicki and Cardi goes back. So they had one song together that was some years ago, and Migos did this song with Cardi, featuring Cardi B and Nicki Minaj on the same song. And after that, it kind of went downhill. So basically, it looked like there was an event called the Met Gala where, when Cardi was just coming out, where Nicki and Cardi got into it after that song because there was a big lump on Cardi's head. So Nicki was she wanted the smoke with Cardi, and they went back and forth, and it kind of squashed after that. You didn't hear much from that until now. So they just don't get along. The whole Cardi B and Nicki, they don't get along, and it's kind of crazy that Nicki's people is talking slick like that, that was just unnecessary. I believe Kenneth Petty's like in his 40s or something. It just, he wants to smoke, and he's out here in the streets, and he's on. If he's on probation, this is not gonna be a good look because they issue some severe threats to Offset. We don't need to see another Amigo gone, to the street beef and all that. So hopefully they can, let this just fizzle out. That'd be the best scenario, is that this fizzles out. But we'll have to see if this escalates or not. Offset don't seem too concerned about it, but he really is probably just playing that off in front of the cameras because, those were some serious threats issued. And I don't know if Offset's going to be good in New York. That's the whole thing. And I believe he do be in New York a lot. So he's going to have to be running with extra security out in New York from now on, it looks like. So, yeah. I'm going to keep you updated as more information becomes available. This has been Rap Heads. Check the description box for links. I'm out of here.